Hello friends, welcome back. So in this video I am going to show you how you can create your own modifiers and add those modifiers to Xcode library so that your colleagues and your friends also use this. So let's get started and create new project in Xcode beta 12, and we will name this project as Xcode library demo. Click next. Let's save it on our desktop. Okay, so I have already one project with that name. I will replace that. Okay, now we have our project ready. Let's see if it's working fine by clicking the resume button. Okay, so build is succeeded, so we can start. So if you click here or if you click Command Shift L, you will be getting this pop-up. Here if you tap on this, where you get the modifiers, so there are some predefined modifiers, and what we are going to do is we are going to create our own and we will add that here in the Xcode library. So to understand you can say modifier first, let's see what are modifiers and how we use them. So let me use image to understand that. Just let me close this, wait a minute. Okay, so to use an image you need to use this like this. So now you can see I have used one image, but it is somehow now Xcode, see I don't have image here, but still it uses this image which I have added previously in my project. So just to avoid any confusion, let me add this image here, and let's use it here. Now you can see that this image is going outside my simulator or canvas view. So to make it proper, I will use different types of modifiers on this. So modifiers like, I will say resize my image using resizable. I don't need these, so I will remove that. So this will make the image fit inside our view. So this is still not looking good, so I will do some more modifiers like aspect mode with dot fit. Now it will look much better, but still it is getting too big, so I want it little bit smaller. So I will use my frame with width and height. So let's say 200 by 200, and yeah, it is looking better. I don't need this alignment, so I can remove that. So this is how you resize your image. So suppose I want text also. So basically to use two views inside body, first we need to use vstack here, vstack, but instead of normal vstack we will go with lazy vstack, which is much better. Let's create vstack, and you can add this inside this, or you can directly click on image and embed it inside vstack. That will also work. Let me remove the extra spacing. So now we have image. Now I want to use text also, so let's use that. Let's say my name, then I want to use some modifiers on this also, like font will be of type title, and foreground color I will give as blue. Okay, then suppose I want to use one more image, then I will just copy paste this here, and now you can see that again I'm using image, again I have to give this everything. So this is not a good practice. A lot of code redundancy is happening here. So to avoid this, what I can do is I can create an extension on my image. So let's write that. So I will say extension on my image, and here I need to create one function, and I will call this function as resize my image. Just remove this, we don't need that, and it will return me a some view, which will be nothing but an image of resized size. And to resize the image we need different parameters, like I need width of CG float and height also of type CG float. Okay, now inside this what we have to do is we have to use self dot resizable. Self is nothing but my image, since we are using extension on image, so self will understand that it is expecting or it is doing operations on image, so we can directly use this self dot resizable just like we have used image dot resizable here. And I need all these things there, so I will just cut this and paste it here. And instead of 200 what I will do is I will pass width and height which I am expecting or getting here. Okay, now we have our extension ready. So we need to do is we just have to add this resize my image modifier here, dot resize my image, and we have to pass some width and height parameters, so 200 by 200 I will say, or 300 you can say. So let me just resume it and see if it is working here or not. Okay, build is succeeded and you can see it's working, but let's say 200 by 200 is good. Okay, now same I can use here also. Okay, now you can see the code is reduced and it looking better. But now if you go here and you can go inside modifiers here, if I try to search my this newly created modifier which is resize my image, so it is not showing me that. So how you can add that here, that is we are going to see now. So to see that in the Xcode library, you need to create here one struct first. So I will create a struct and again I will call it as anything you want. So I will say my modifier library, or I can say my modifier content, which will be conforming to library content provider. Okay, now just click here. Okay, now inside this what you have to do is you have to use one function, or you can, which is of modifiers. So click enter. Now you need to give here the type on which you are creating this modifier. So since I'm creating modifiers for my image, so I will give image here. Okay, now we have given that. Now inside this we have to give the library content item like this, and inside this we have to use base. Base here we are getting from this, which is nothing but our image, and on this I will call resize my image, which is this extension. So I have called image, and here I have to give some value. By default I will give 200 by 200. Okay, so now our this library provider, or you can say modifier, is ready. And now if I remove this and if I go here, if I select this part and if I go here and if I search for say my this modifier. Okay, let me just check. I am getting some error here. Library item, then base. Let me just check it here if everything is fine or not. Let me just command and B for building the project. Okay, there is some error in our project. So if I just try to run it on actual simulator, let's see if it is running. Okay, so we have error here what. Okay, so again, like the last video, we have to tell the function that it is going to be used in the library, so we have to build for that using library content builder. Now our error will go. Okay, now we can come to this point and we can see if we can see that in our modifiers here and here. So let's search for that. So I will say resize, and you can see resize my image, which I have given here. Now I can see that inside modifiers. So by just double clicking it, it will come here and it will use the default values. You can replace them, but you can see it's working fine there, and I can see that they're working. So you can see the first one is working fine. For the second part again I will do same. go here, double click on this, and now it will resize that. So this is how you can add your own modifiers to the Xcode library here using this modifier library content provider. So hopefully guys you have learned this something new today, and if you like this, make sure you hit the like button, and thank you for watching. Bye.